Hey guys, Hens here. So BHV just announced in a developer update post that there's gonna be an update next week to fix the Skull Merchant some of her problems and bring her more in line with the rest of the killers. There are 3 issues that they figured out that they want to change with this update. First, her power does not help her enough in chase, which is absolutely correct. The second, it does not feel like the claw traps do anything. Tracking is just not enough. In today's game, pure tracking is just not worth that much, that's just how it is. And for a third, the Skull Merchant is way too good at holding a 3-gen. It is literally impossible to break a 3-gen from Skull Merchant in solo queue. That's one thing I have figured out from my testing, but it's absolutely correct. So the first change is the Skull Merchant will get a haste effect for every single claw trap that is on Survivor. If there's 1 claw trap active, then it's going to be a 3% haste effect, and then the second one is 5, 6, and the fourth one is 7. But claw traps destruct themselves after they run out of battery, and they do not recharge anymore if you go back into a drone field. So it removes the minigame with the claw traps, 45 seconds, and while a survivor has a claw trap, the killer does not get its drone back. So effectively, the cooldown on drones is a lot longer. On top of that, the add-on that made pellets break when fast vaulting while having a claw trap on is Base Kit now, which was by far her best add-on. This is a massive buff to the power and the chase potential overall. But I've seen a few survivors that were really smart about this. You don't really have to vault a lot. You can just hold W a bunch and you're mostly fine. The haste effect is definitely going to help her a little bit in chase. It's not that much though, if you think about it. If there are 2 claw traps on, it's pretty much as if she has Bloodlust 1. She's still a #1 killer otherwise. So that is certainly loopable. And survivors do not actually have to remove them actively anymore, so you can't keep a claw trap on a survivor and get a haste bonus. So the generator defense. It is impossible for survivors to remove drones when they have an active claw trap on. That is for 1. So if a survivor already has a claw trap and you put a drone next to this generator, there's not much they can do about it anymore. Like, the gen will certainly regress, which is gonna help the regression a little bit. But overall, obviously, the cooldown is going to be way higher now. But how much is that really going to change? I don't know. I did it 1 test game on RPD, and it honestly, I didn't have much problem because, well, we have 4 drones and we only need 3 to hold a 3-gen. So we can always have 1 on cooldown. 1 claw trap can always be there. And once people have 2 or more claw traps on, sure, you can't really hold the gens, but you become faster and you can track everyone. So you have perfect info on which person is working a gen. And if you put a drone next to a person on a generator that has an active claw trap, they cannot remove it anymore. And that gen is pretty much gonna regress no matter what, unless someone without a claw trap comes over and kicks the gen, which is not really gonna happen in solo queue. I think breaking a 3-gen from this killer still requires too much coordination that you cannot really ask from a solo queue team. I think the issue will still persist, and I don't think the main issue is really fixed here. Like, I don't think the chase is really gonna be that insane because you have a little bit of a haste effect. I don't know, but this is like high-level stuff. If everyone has 3k plus hours, then yeah, this is not gonna cut it. I'm sorry. So there are a few add-on changes. One important one, there's an add-on that makes every survivor spawn with a claw trap, which obviously would be really strong now, but their battery life is 40%. What does that mean? So at the start you can track every survivor, they can't fast vault pallets, and you're 7% faster. But this only lasts 18 seconds, which is really not that much, not that long. So I don't know how strong this add-on is. Pretty decent, but well, how much can you get done without a mobility in 18 seconds? So that's pretty cool. Overall, I don't think this is gonna be enough. I think Skull Merchant needs way more. This is certainly a step in the right direction. So her biggest strength still is gen delay with her drones. That will not change. Maybe she cannot hold a 3-gen for 30 minutes, but she's still extremely weak at chase, and she's relatively good at holding and delaying gens, which is a pretty toxic combination. I don't think she's gonna be much more popular to go against. The matches are gonna be long. This is how the killer is. This is how it works. She works extremely well with gen kick perks. One thing that I would personally change overall to keep him online, if you change gen kick perks, Call of Brand and Overcharge, I think this issue is gonna go away by itself to some degree. But yeah, what do you think? Do you think Sky Merchant is gonna be stronger with this? I personally don't think so. I think this is gonna be a nerf overall, because her genlocking gets worse, which is her biggest strength. If you don't genlock on this killer, he's literally one of the weakest killers in the game, and you're probably gonna get 2 hooks before every server leaves. And is this gonna change really? Maybe you're gonna get 4 now, but yeah, I think you still have to hold gens if you want to have any chance. And if you hold gens, you're probably gonna play really, really long matches, and you're gonna win a bunch. There are people who won hundreds of games on on Skull Merchant. I don't know if I lost any games on this killer. Like maybe once or twice when I didn't have the patience. Pretty strong overall. I hope those changes are gonna change the way she's played. I kinda doubt it though. Well, we still have the mid-chapter though, so that's not the end of the road. In the mid-chapter, that's gonna be out in 1 month. I'm gonna suspect that they're gonna go even further in this direction. Maybe give her more vault speed and pallet breaking speed inside the drone radius. This is what I would personally do if I was them. And then maybe make them a bit weaker next to generators, but it's a step in the right direction. Yeah, this is the developer update post, and that's it. Bye bye.